Start with one and then move through the others. Next, you've got to promote the webinar. Okay, so promoting the webinar is really easy, but once again, people complicate it. You just send an email out to your database. You can record videos. You can do audios, like audio interviews and stuff. You can do blog posts. So you put it on your blog, hey, we're doing a webinar this week. Okay, social media, you put it on your social media. You get the link from GoToWebinar, you just put it on Facebook. That's all we do. You have 400 or 500 people registered. Okay, even if you had 10 people registered, it doesn't matter because 1 in 10 buys anyway. So you're getting to fine-tune your presentation. Does that make sense? So articles, you put at the bottom of your e-zine articles, you put a link to your webinars. Okay, word of mouth. Don't dismiss the offline world because you're online right now. I had one of my clients went to an expo in their industry and gave out a squeeze page on a piece of paper. Put your name and email here and we'll invite you to the webinar. Went and invited the people to the webinar, made thousands of dollars sales after. When you're talking to people, I was talking to a lady on the plane. She goes, what do you do? I said, I'm an internet marketer. I run a weekly show online. She goes, what's that called? I go, this is the name of the webinar. Go and register. She goes to the website, registers, and comes into my funnel. So don't negate the offline world. You can bring all that traffic from offline online. So don't walk out of here today with the blinkers on going, I have to do everything on the internet. Think about your resources. Chris Howard talked about it, resourcefulness and all that stuff, right? So that's what you've got to think about as well. Word of mouth for webinars is beautiful. Advertising. You can advertise in the paper, you can advertise on Google, you can advertise anywhere inviting them to your webinar. Okay. So there's all the channels. That's what we do. With one webinar, that's what we do. We cut it up and put it on YouTube. We put it on Facebook. We put it on our WordPress blog. We put a podcast on iTunes. We put it on e-zine articles. But when you're promoting a webinar, this is the formula that we use. We use 3 content emails. So what you want to do is you want to knock up 3 emails written ahead of time for the webinar. Okay? And then what you want to do is you want to do 3 or 4 videos. 3 videos with a flip camera. Who's got a flip camera here? Okay, that's all you got to do. Get a flip camera. Okay, get a little flip camera or whatever camera you got, something that's fast and easy, and you plug it straight in and it goes up to the internet. Don't let me see you bringing in this big HD thing when you interview me. I know it's going to take 6 years for us to do the webinar together. You're going to be rendering that file for 10 years. You go, it's nearly rendered 2 weeks later. 3 to 4 promotional emails to go with your 3 videos and 1 to 2 follow-up emails for the replay. So what I do is I do 3 videos first. So for example, I get my flip camera. Ray's taken it with him. Normally I do a live demonstration. So if you've got a flip camera, you just hold it up there and then I just do a little talk about the webinar. I go, hi everyone, Steve and Essa here. Just want to tell you this week on the webinar we're interviewing social media experts Paul and Millie. Okay? Paul and Millie are going to show you how you can increase your traffic through Twitter. They're going to show you this, they're going to show you that. Did you know that this, give away some free tips, okay? Did you know this and this about Twitter and blah, blah, blah? Stop it, 3 to 5 minutes. Go to your computer, plug it straight in, and upload it straight to YouTube. Okay? Do 2 or 3 of those, three of those. Then you put the emails together. Okay? You whack the email in, you type the email up, you have them ready to go. You email one, a couple of days later you email the other one, and a couple of days later the other one. You only need a week's notice. Guys, I've done a webinar with 24 hours notice and pulled $10,000 in sales on a webinar. Emailed out 24 hours notice and pulled 10 grand. Is that good or good? Good. So don't wait to do this. Do this and then wait for the money to come in. Okay, so that's the formula you want to use. And then 1 or 2 follow-up emails as well for the replay. So have those written. So one day, turn off your mobile phone, sit down and write 3 emails and then 2 follow-up emails. Okay? In fact, if you're smart, just knock off someone else's who's sent you emails and replay emails to your webinar. You've probably got those emails in your account right now. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Am I making sense, Sydney? Come on. Work with me here. We're a team. All right, we talked about Facebook and stuff like that earlier, but Paul and Millie covered it. But basically, promote your webinar in Facebook. Create an event for your webinar. So put your webinar as an event. If you go to Google Chrome, you can actually invite all of your friends using a special download plugin for a browser. Invite all of your friends to the event in one go. Send requests to all of your Facebook fans. So send out on your fan page. Okay, build a fan page for your business because now what you can do is you can actually speak as your business fan page now on other people's fan pages. They just changed the rules. So now as my fan page, whatever my business is, I can go and put a comment on someone else's fan page, whatever their business is, and scoop all of their database to come across to mine as well. Is that good? Is that good? Yeah. It's free traffic targeted. Facebook's the most targeted place on the internet that you can go to get these people. You already know what they're into. So go there and scoop all of the databases. Send a request, as I've said already, that slide popped up twice, and then send a new page and promote it. So create a new page for each business or webinar that you're doing and then promote that particular one.